You're listening to Drive Time with Bill Bunkley.
Well, it's summertime here at WTBN AM 579. I'm Bill Bunkley, and we usually deal with a lot of serious stuff here, but on the new 2-hour edition of Drive Time, we're doing a lot of extra fun things. And right now, one of the things I'm doing is my little Zachary is in studio, and he's waving, and he's here because this is a very special day. And the reason why it's a very special day, what are you going to get today, Zachary? Ice cream, that's right. Ice cream. We all scream for ice cream. My guest this afternoon, John Neal Robinson, who is the branch manager with Bluebell Creameries, and Liz Harmon, who does their public relations, is with me this afternoon. And we're having an ice cream party here at our studio. And first of all, John, welcome to Drive Time.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
It's good to have you with us. We're going to bring up Mike a little bit. Bluebell ice cream. Now, first of all, this is deadly, especially since we talk a lot about diets and staying in fit. So, this is what you do when you really treat yourself, because let me tell you what, it is the best of the best of the best. Tell us a little bit about Bluebell ice cream, and then I'm going to tell you a story.
Sure. Bluebell, it's a 103-year-old privately owned company. It's based out of Brenham, Texas. It's just a slow growth company, and we've made our way through the whole state of Florida now. It came here to Tampa in 2003, and things have been getting bigger and better every day since then. We've got about 55 or 60 flavors throughout the year. A lot of flavors come and go. Matter of fact, the one that I have in here with us today, it's Caramel Kettle Crunch.
I have in my hands a Caramel Kettle Crunch.
And I think he's enjoying
on
it.
The air.
I am.
It's weird to smack into
You
the
know
microphone.
when I do this, I smack. Are you got anything to smack for?
No, I ate mine. I'm not sitting here hanging around while you snack on your ice cream. I
Walter's
ate
is
it.
gone.
Oh, I got part of the caramel corn. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's my favorite part with the Caramel Kettle Crunch, when you've got the nice smooth vanilla ice cream and the caramel sauce mixed in it, and then you get the saltiness of the caramel corn, the kettle corn that's inside of it. It is... the other night, I was sitting at home. I went and picked it up at the Publix.
You couldn't wait, huh?
No,
You just couldn't wait till today.
I'm in the Bluebell fan club. I got an email that told me it was coming out.
There you go.
I printed the coupon from the Bluebell website for $1 off.
The coupon man.
I went to Publix, picked up the flavor, came home, ate it, and immediately posted on my Facebook page that I thought Bluebell was genius for putting popcorn in ice cream. I mean, it was like seconds after I finished eating it.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is scrumptious. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the quality of Bluebell, and I think the fact that you're still privately owned, there's some things I want to cover there, but I got my own Bluebell story.
Sure, go ahead.
We were chatting a little bit. A good friend of mine is Dr. Richard Land, and he is the head of the Southern Baptist Convention's Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission, and he and I work together. He works in our Washington office and in Nashville, and I work here in Tallahassee, and so we have a couple of meetings every year. Well, he hails from Texas, and it must have been back in 2004, 2005. We're up at our meeting in Nashville, Texas. Were you at that meeting, Tony, the one where where they brought out the Bluebell ice cream? So anyway, never heard of Bluebell ice cream. We get there, and Dr. Richard Land, we're dealing with the most serious subjects of what's happening in the Congress and how we got to fight off the bad guys and all this stuff, but Dr. Land kept saying, you know what, the best thing about this trip is Bluebell. I got a surprise. I got some ice cream out of this world. So anyway, he was so proud that when, and they do in-house catering things, and we had our dinner, here comes these tubs of Bluebell ice cream, and Dr. Land is making this big presentation about how Bluebell has never been in Nashville. He gets it when he goes home to Texas, and now he's able to buy it in Nashville, Texas. And so let me tell you, half of us in there had never heard of Bluebell. So we were given our Bluebell ice cream, and because it is so thick and creamy and you can tell the quality, it was just a very special time. And so we were talking, you were in Nashville, and you hear little Zachy here has helped me out this afternoon. You were actually in Nashville with the rollout in 2005, right?
That's it. I was there and helped introduce it there in that market.
And then I know, what was it, 2006 or 7 when it came down here?
It was 2003 here in Tampa, actually.
It was before that.
It
So
was.
It was here and I didn't know about it.
It was.
Hey, Bill.
Okay. Yes.
In 2003, They were getting ready to roll out Bluebell ice cream. I was on the interstate on I-4 heading to Plant City, and I saw the Bluebell truck pass by me on the other side of the road, and I blew up everyone's phone that I have ever known in my life to say Bluebell had finally made it to Tampa.
It was a big deal. It was a big deal in Nashville, big deal here. It was in North
Florida, and I would drive to North Florida with a freezer bag to pick up my cookies and cream ice cream and bring it home. And I am not even kidding.
Well, let me tell you what I like about this story. It's a family story, and even what they're doing today. And, of course, we understand there's economies and there's scale and profit and everything, but Bluebell has done a great job sticking to their original formulas, plus the new rollout. And something very interesting, it's in your information. Mm-hmm. When I went and bought and looked in the ice cream thing a couple of weeks ago, remember when I said, you ought to look at these ice cream cartons? I mean, it's the same price, but they're getting smaller and smaller. And I mean, I had this thing in my hand, and it was ridiculous. What do you pride yourself at what you're selling in terms of your ice cream? It's still in a what?
It's still a full half-gallon container. We feel like it's a value. If people are going to do business with us, we want them to get their money's worth.
And, you know, it's still big, it's still round, and it's still the real deal.
It is. It is full half-gallon.
Wow. Now tell me, you, John, you are so fit. I mean, how do you keep your, your GQ figure here when you're in this all day?
Well, I do eat a lot of ice cream. I will admit that, but I still have to work to keep it off. So, all right. Here I am.
Let me ask you this: do you have any kind of? I want to hear some stories. For instance, the Creamery. Mm-hmm. This was all based. Did the family have a dairy back in the early days?
It was the first.
Tell us a story.
Yeah, back in 1907, when Bluebell started, all they made was butter. A few years later, they had a lot of excess cream left over, so they started taking that cream and turning it into ice cream. They would distribute it to a couple of their neighbors around, and from that, there was a demand for the product all of a sudden. So from those humble beginnings, here we are today. We're covering 19 states now, mainly in the South and Southeast.
So you still got growth to do.
There's a lot of growth to go. It's the number 3 branded ice cream in the whole United States, but we only cover 19 states now. And, one day, hopefully, we'll cover all 50 states.
Well, let me ask you this. Zachary, did you like that ice cream? Was it good? Are you listening, Daddy? My son, Zachary, is here, and he's got his headphones on, and he's trying to relate to what's going on. Could you tell us how much you like Bluebell ice cream?
Yes.
Is it good?
Yes.
Was it creamy?
Yes.
Was it tasty?
No.
No! You're setting me. Look, he's laughing. He is laughing.
He got you there.
So that means you don't want any more You want some more ice cream?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Told Mommy that you didn't want me to buy that other stuff anymore. You wanted Bluebell.
I want
Bluebell. All right. Hey, tell us a little bit about.
I like the popsicles.
Okay.
The ice cream man should come over and have a snack of it.
So you want John to stop by the house, huh? Okay.
Well, he was wanting to come live with me earlier.
Oh, we've got ice cream. He's in the deal. All right, let me ask you this about Ronald Reagan.
Sure.
Ronald Reagan, many people don't know this, but he really did like ice cream.
He did.
How did it come about that he decided that we need to have some national recognition?
Well, National Ice Cream Month was started by Ronald Reagan in 1984. Ice cream is really a national pastime. People enjoy to get together with their friends and family and enjoy a good bowl of ice cream on a good hot summer day. So Ronald Reagan designated the month of July as National Ice Cream Month. So that's how it came about.
And last week we were both in the Grand Canyon, but we were also at Niagara Falls. But not so much Grand Canyon because it was really hot, people were around, but at Niagara Falls, let me tell you, there in that park, we were watching and making a comment before I knew you were going to be with us. I mean, the ice cream line was just deep, and it was like a national pastime in upstate New York. If you're going to go to Niagara Falls, you're going to get your ice cream, and you're going to be out walking around, and so it is really a part of our history. And I will just say this. I appreciate quality. and I appreciate the fact that you can taste various ice creams, and I don't know how it all works out, but some are real creamy and some aren't. And so we can just tell the value you're putting in the Bluebell and the fact that whatever that price is for Bluebell, you need to look at a full gallon of ice cream for Bluebell, and then you need to see whatever one of the competitors is doing in terms of the scaled down packaging. Just do the math real quick and decide for yourself what kind of value you're getting.
Absolutely. That's and that's what we want people to do. We want them to get the best bang for their buck out of our product. Use the finest, freshest ingredients in everything that we do, and we're not cutting back anything no matter what the economy does.
Well, we're sold, and if we were going to recognize, which we are, National Ice Cream Month and our great President Ronald Reagan, we would not want to do it with anybody else this afternoon than Bluebell Ice Cream. And so we thank you for being a good ambassador for the industry, and thank you for letting me have a little snack this afternoon.
Thanks so much for having us on.
All righty. Hey, a little bit over. Got to take a break right now. I'm Bill Bunkley. This is the Bluebell Ice Cream Party. Don't go away.